Hey, y'all. This is Tonetta, your social worker coach. I want to say hello to y'all. I'm coming to y'all with the Change Challenge, day number 17. This video is all about me thinking about and talking about, I guess I put it that way, do I have to get a death sentence in order for me to change something about myself? And I know some of you are probably like, oh my God, I don't want to talk about death or that kind of thing at all. If that's you, I guess in a sense, this is not going to talk fully about death, but it is going to mention death and that kind of thing. If that's a trigger for you, definitely make sure that you click off or just share this with somebody else who can hear, who can listen to that. I guess I put it that way. But this video inspiration came from the last 7 years of me working with the seniors, the older population, the disabled, and things like that. I know I may have said this before in other videos, but I definitely want to bring this back today during this change challenge, day number 17, because we're a little bit over halfway through with the 30-day change challenge. I know in talking to a lot of them over, like I said, over the last 7 years, a lot of them have told me that they regret that they did not start the business, or that they did not take the trips. They had all these regrets and that kind of thing. And they were letting me know, of course, now they're on their sick bed and they can't get up and move like they used to. They wish they would have done whatever it was back in the day, back when they had the health and the mental ability to, of course, do so. And like I said, that's my question, of course, again, to myself. I am, of course, creating change and that kind of thing on this end. But of course, like I said, I've had those thoughts back in the day, wondering how long it's going to take for me to change. Will it take for me to get a death sentence, or I have cancer and I only have 4 months to live, or I have brain cancer, I don't know, I have dementia, or whatever it is. Like I said, at some point we have, I guess, speaking to myself and you all too, like I said, we have to get smart about the things that we're doing, because we're not going to have forever to think about these things. Like I said, like I said, this is coming out of me working with the people that I'm working with. And hey, sis Abigail, thank you for tuning in. I hope that you're doing well. And like I said, this is coming from me, out of the folks that I've been working with, and of course, just seeing life and death over the last, 46 years I've been on this earth. And I know that we don't have all the infinite time that we think that we have to do things. And like I said, definitely just seeing my clients now with the support groups and that kind of thing, their loved ones, of course, having dementia, Alzheimer's, other kind of memory loss, I guess I put it that way, all kind of other health issues and things like that. And like I said, it definitely, just like I said, that's what brought this on. And like this particular video and this particular topic on today. And like I said, I just definitely just want you to think about just making sure that you're, of course, working through your life the best way you can. Like I said, I know I'm doing the same as well, of course, creating change as I go along and that kind of thing. But I know that there are some out there who, of course, are not looking to, or not wanting to, or scared to, or whatever the reason is, to not create those changes. And I just want to urge you all and just let you all and just remind you all that we don't have all the time in the world, and that anything can happen to us tomorrow or today, actually, even today. Like I said, I'm not trying to scare anybody or that kind of thing at all, but I just want you to think about, because we're all not going to be here on earth for hundreds and hundreds of years at all. Most of our lifespans, if we take care of ourselves and that kind of thing, is about 70 years, I believe, 70 or 75 years. And I'm already 46, I guess I put it that way. And some of you all may be older than me, and some of you all may be younger as well. But like I said, I definitely want you to think about trying to create some change in your life, whatever that change is, or whatever that thing is that you've been dying to do, whether it's starting that business, or as I'm doing now, getting rid of some habits and things like that. Some folks want to start traveling and do all those types of things, or create a clothing line, or whatever it is. Like I said, just think about the things that you want to do in the time that you may, of course, have left to create those things in. And like I said, definitely, like I said, this was just brought on by me, just like I said, working with the clients that I'm working with, and knowing that they are, of course, a lot of them have regrets about what they did not do when they were younger, what they did not do when they had sound body, sound mind to actually do those things, and how they regret that they took all this time to, of course, get 70, 80 years old. And now they cannot do these things because of health in their mind and that kind of thing, but how they regret those things, all the shoulda, woulda, couldas. Like I said, we have to realize, and I realize this every single day, that I'm not going to be on this earth until 200 years from now, or 50 more years, or whatever the case may be. And I have to do these things today, like I said. So for me, at least, I can't say for everybody else, but like I said, but for me, knowing that I may not have 50, 60 more years on this earth to have sound mind, sound body in order to do the things that I want to do. I have to start creating those things now while I can, while I can talk to y'all, while I can still hear, while I can still see, while I still have, like I said, sound mind where I can, of course, think and process and start my healing processes or whatever else I'm trying to do. And like I said, definitely, like I said, I just want y'all to think about that as well. Like I said, we don't have all the time that we may think that we may have. And like I said, it's definitely good to go ahead and start doing something now instead of waiting until later. Like I said in the description of this video, do you have to get a death sentence in order for you to start changing something in your life? I know for me, like I said, back in the day, I didn't get a death sentence at all, that kind of thing. But just seeing a lot of folks in my life dying, getting killed, passing away with illnesses, or getting shot up, all these types of things going on. And a lot of them, of course, were young, wasn't even 50 years old yet, hadn't even had a chance to even start living their life or trying to make the changes that they thought that they were going to make. And I could do this next year, and kept putting things off and kept putting things off. But I'm here to tell you today, like I said, please stop putting things off. Like I said, I know I can just speak from my experience and the things that I went through and the things that I see and what I envision, I guess I put it that way. But like I said, definitely, if you have sound mind and sound body today, make sure that you're trying to do something with your life, or at least take your life, or either, Lord, now I'm stuttering, or even just take control of your life to, of course, like I said, to start creating the changes that you may want to see. Like I said, whether it's starting that business or changing something about yourself, or making right a relationship that may have went sour in the past with your kids or family or friends or that kind of thing. Like I said, we always have time to change. We just have to make a decision in order to do so. And I know I talked about a few days ago about how it's always the right time. You're never too old to change. You're never too out of date, or whatever the case may be, to change. Like I said, we can always, any day that we feel like it, take it up on ourselves to create change in any type of way. It doesn't have to be anything that's big, anything that's, like I said, creating that business or that kind of thing. It could definitely be something small. Even if it's getting up, going outside, taking a walk to, of course, get a breather, to release some stress. That is still making change. That is doing something that you hadn't done the day before. And like I said, we always have time to do something, I guess I put it that way. But we just don't have infinite time to do all the things that we want to do, or infinite time to keep putting things off. I guess I should say that, because it's more about putting things off and not doing it today, instead of saying I can do this 10 years from now, or I can do this 5 years from now, or I can do this tomorrow, or wherever the day or week may be. But just realize that we don't have all the time in the world to sit up here and just keep putting things off. At some point, we're going to have something that may happen to us. I guess I put it that way. We all are going to get old. We all are going to be in our 60s, 70s, 80s, and this type of thing, and living that kind of thing too. And like I said, from the clients I see and all the things that's going on with them, like I said, I know what those kind of years can bring us. I guess I put it that way. And it will not be for everybody. I do want to say that. It may be for some of us. I can say that, at least half of us. Whoever's looking at this video, at least half of us. I guess I'd say that. I know those are the stats, actually. But like I said, I just want you to think about, instead of putting things off for next year or tomorrow or that kind of thing, make sure that you start doing something, at least even if it's small, to create that change today. Like I said, I just know how important it is, and the people that I talk to all the time, and how important it is for them to, of course, wish they would have been able to, of course, make the changes back in the day. And like I said, definitely, I don't want you all to die like that either, with having these regrets, or I shoulda, woulda, couldas, and all these types of things. Like I said, it's never too late for you to go ahead and make some changes today, even if it's small. Like I said, just getting up, taking that walk, or getting up and doing something different with your hair, or wearing jewelry, or wearing makeup, whatever it is, that's still a change that you hadn't done the day before. Like I said, those are small changes that can still be done. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant or big, just something that's going to make you feel good and make you feel like you're living your life. I guess I put it that way. So like I said, with that, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in, because I'm actually baking cookies right now. So, but like I said, definitely, I want to thank y'all for tuning in. And like I said, this is day number 17 of the Change Challenge. Like I said, this is all about, do you have to get a death sentence in order for you to start making changes? None of us should, but of course there are people who do have to get those death sentences in order to start making some changes. I haven't had this happen personally to anybody that I knew so far, but I've heard of stories about people who got a cancer diagnosis, or they only got 5 days, well, not 5 days, but 5 months or 1 year to live, and that kind of thing. They're going back trying to make amends with people, going to, I guess, try to take trips. And I think there was a movie about something like this too. I forgot the name of it. The Bucket List was a movie similar to this as well. But like I said, I've heard stories of folks trying to hurry up and get all these things done in their last days. It should not take us the last days to get things done. We can get things done starting today. It's not our last. I'm not saying it's your last day and nothing like that, but I'm just saying we don't have to wait until those last days to get things done. We can start today, y'all. Like I said, with the small things. Doesn't have to be something big and extravagant, buying jets and doing all this stuff. But like I said, just starting with the small things to start making those changes. Like I said, even if it's getting up, taking a walk, putting on jewelry or putting on makeup, trying to call somebody that you may have had a sour or bad relationship with to, of course, make amends or attempt to make an amends. I guess I put it that way. But like I said, definitely just doing something small to, of course, to push you forward in life and to, of course, to let you know that you, of course, was here and that you, of course, are living your life the best way that you can. So, again, I'm going to get my butt off here. But like I said, I definitely just want to say that. But like I said, thank you all for tuning in, Abigail and Rebecca. I definitely appreciate that. And for those who watch the replay, like I said, definitely just take this time to, like I said, and just, I guess once you hear my voice, just think about these things. You don't have to take action this second, but of course, hopefully in the next day, the next 24 hours, you can start doing something different that you did not do the day before yesterday. I guess I put it that way. So with that, like I said, definitely y'all take care. This is day number 17, the Change Challenge. And like I said, do not wait until you have a death sentence until you start trying to change your life. Start doing something today, y'all, while you still have sound mind, sound body in order to do so. So take care, y'all, and have a good one. Again, this is Tonetta, your social worker coach, and I appreciate you all for listening. Take care.